Good morning and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you guys a full day of eating. These are my absolute favorite videos to binge watch on YouTube, so I really hope you guys enjoy it. Today we're starting at the beach, which is a really weird place to start a food vlog, but the most important thing I've done for my food and for my digestion is actually something I do before I start eating, and that is to smash as much water as I possibly can. It really wakes up my digestion, gets everything moving, helps me absorb all of the fiber I've had yesterday, and keeps everything quite regular. So I like to smash my water, smash a coffee, and then start eating. Today is a good day because I get to start the day with a nice long walk, listening to podcasts while I drink my water. But on other days, I'll drink my water on the train, I'll drink my water in the office, I'll drink my water at home. But I do try to drink at least a litre of water before I touch anything else, and that's the biggest thing I've done to improve my digestion. But I will check back in with you guys after my walk and when we've got a coffee.
Good
Morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. Coffee acquired. So I get a week long black with a dash of almond milk. Prior to being pregnant, I was drinking a regular long black with a dash of almond milk, but I have now switched down to a week to make sure that I'm not going over my caffeine limits. So I will finish this and then probably start making some breakfast. For breakfast today, and basically for breakfast the last couple of weeks, I've been obsessed with oats. So it's winter now in Australia, which means it is getting cold, and every time it gets cold I remember how much I bloody love oats. I eat a gluten-free diet, but I'm not a celiac. I'm intolerant to gluten. Mostly I react to the gluten in wheat, so I find oats are fine for me. These are the organic oats that I just grabbed from Naked Foods, the health food shop, one of those Scoopy stores. And I do actually like to weigh my oats, not because I'm counting macros, but just because oats are so easy to overeat on, and when I eyeball it I always get it wrong and end up being really, really full. So I go for, that's way too many, about 35 grams of oats. I also then throw in chia seeds. I love chia seeds. They are so full of fiber, which is really great for digestion, and they're also a good source of protein and healthy fats. So just to kind of add that in, so I do about 15 grams of chia seeds. I'm also throwing in this seed mix. So normally I would mix my own seeds and just throw in, you know, some sunflower seeds, some linseeds, whatever. This is actually a pre-mix that my mother-in-law gave me, and it's meant to be good for digestion. So I'm just using that at the moment. I'll throw in about 10 grams of those, again, just for some healthy fats. So this one does have, yeah, linseed, sesame seeds, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, and little bits of buckwheat. You could very easily make it yourself, but I'll link the one I'm using in the description box. You can't have oats without cinnamon, so this is just some cinnamon powder that I do like to throw in to give it a little bit of flavor. And I really like cinnamon, so I just chuck in a tablespoon of that. And then that's your base, and you can add whatever you like to oats. So some mornings I'll add turmeric and coconut yogurt. Other mornings I might add protein to my oats. It really just depends what I'm feeling. Today I'm feeling something really sweet and delicious, so I'm just gonna throw in some dried cranberries. I absolutely love cranberries at the moment, and I've already told you guys how obsessed I am with dried fruit, so these are delicious. I just top that up with a little bit of water. You can add almond milk, but I find that the oats are creamy enough anyway. All of that just goes on the stove for maybe like 5-ish minutes until our oats cook. Alright, so it is about 12:30 and I am super hungry, so I'm going to make some lunch. I made my porridge at about 9:30 a.m. So I like to get up, drink my water, have my coffee, kind of start the day and let my metabolism wake up really before eating anything. If I do train in the morning, I might eat a little bit earlier because I do get hungry earlier, but I just kind of wait until I am hungry before I start eating. It hasn't actually been that long, but it is time for lunch. And while I'm not a huge meal prepper because I do get super sick of eating the same thing for multiple days in a row, what I do like to do is meal prep ingredients. If I'm ever cooking anything, I always just cook extra because you can always throw that into a base, a salad, or your next meal, and then half the work's already done. Convenience is really what dictates your eating habits, and if you can make eating healthy as convenient as possible, it's so much easier to do. So for my salad today, I'm going to have one pre-baked breast of chicken that I'm just going to kind of tear apart. I'm also going to throw in some sweet potato for my carbs. I cooked these up the other night, so I'm just going to toss them on the frying pan along with an egg that I've already baked. These eggs are just baked eggs, so I've just put a little bit of salt and pepper, bake them in my muffin tray for 12 minutes in the oven, and then they're done. And they're just a little bit nicer than boiled eggs, and you also don't have to deal with a shell. And so while that's kind of gently cooking, I am just going to start on the rest of my salad. So baked spinach is my all-time favorite. It's also got quite a lot of protein, so I'm just smashing a whole bunch of it in there. The dressing I'll be making today is also super easy. I'm just going to throw in some seeded mustard, some flaxseed oil, almond milk, lemon juice, and a little bit of apple cider vinegar. And just kind of getting in and massaging that in with your hands is by far the easiest way to work that through your face. I also always like to add some kind of nuts and seeds to my salads. It kind of bulks them up a little bit, adds a little bit of healthy fats to keep you full. I'm throwing in some cashews as well as some hemp seeds. So I love hemp seeds. Sesame seeds are also great. And now that the sweet potatoes, chicken, and the egg are nice and warm, I'm going to throw that on top. Can I get some of the lean, please? 2 smallish pieces or two medium?
Like that?
Yeah, 2 of them. Okay, so it is about 5 o'clock now, and I was just heading to the gym when I realized I have no idea what we're having for dinner. So I stopped in at the fish market because they will be closed by the time I finish working out, just to grab some fresh fish, which I'm going to cook up with some vegetables that we have at home already. Honestly, that salad was a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be because I'm still so full, which is good. It's definitely tied me over. Normally I like to have a bit of a mid-afternoon snack. I get a bit of a sweet craving and I'm always reaching for fruit or a little protein ball or just something to kind of satisfy that. But today I was just too full, and if I'm honest, I was just completely lost in my work. So I worked from home today and I've been so sedentary. Aside from my walk this morning and getting up to make myself food, I have not moved all day. My calories burnt, as per Apple Watch, are dismal at best. So hopefully I will go. I'm going to walk to the gym now and work up an appetite. So we're back for dinner, and basically I'm just doing a whole bunch of veggies with that fish that I grabbed earlier. So I'm doing potatoes, I'm going to do zucchini, mushroom and spinach, and have that with the fish. So nice, easy, super light. I am cooking extra potatoes. Like I said, I like to always just prep extra ingredients to have as a little bit of a base. So then I can easily just chuck them into like lunch tomorrow, dinner, or if I feel a little bit snacky. So just squeezing some fresh lemon all over those. I like to drown it. Lemon is so good with fish. And there are 2 fillets here. So I am cooking for myself and as well as for my boyfriend. On top of this one is, again, super easy. I'm going in with oregano, which is definitely my favorite kind of herb. Going in with some salt and with some pepper. Thing will only take about 25 to 30 minutes to cook, so I will put that in about 10 minutes time, just when the timer gets down to about that, so it should be ready at the same time as the potatoes. In the meantime, I'm just going to prep my vegetables, so chop up my zucchini and my mushrooms and get them ready. I'll pan fry them with about 10 minutes max to go on the other stuff, and I'm just going to fry them up with some coconut aminos, which if you haven't already tried, you should, because they're amazing.